Hello everyone and welcome to episode 10 of the FTB Infinity and Beyond series. Welcome back. There's been some changes since the last time we were here or you were here. As you can remember, I built a dark room. Well, I did upgrade it a little bit to that because I wasn't impressed by how that worked. And it didn't work too well. It did spawn one or two. This is not spawning too much, so I upgraded. I did build a powered spawner because I had a broken spawner for zombies. So now, with power, I can spawn zombies. It's still not spawning too much, but it looks nice. And let's try not to fall off. So I did some landscaping, so I cleared out all the tall grass because I didn't like it. Oh. Whoa! So I didn't like the tall grass, so I removed it. Placed torches, a lot of torches to improve the spawning capabilities of this. But it still didn't spawn too much, so the first thing I did is remove the building from here and built it up there. But I didn't want it to just hang above the altar. I wanted something that actually resembles some structure and some solidity holding that structure up there. So I put these 4 legs on it. I also upgraded the altar as well with loads of runes of sacrifice. Well, this row is missing. I just used the stone from here, the rune stones. I made a little step here so I can stand here with my sacrificial dagger or dagger of sacrifice and just sacrifice everyone, and I can turn on off the spawner right here, and I used that and just stood here, depleted that hardened energy cell because I upgraded the energy cells. I have quite a few energy cells now. I have like 4, no, I have like 3. I also rebuilt the entrance to our little hidey hole and put a carpenter's door there. Also, this is quite cool from Ender.io. It's the experience obelisk, and what you can do is store all your experience in there. I'm already stored 37 levels in there, and I'll store the 21 that I had. It's good because if I died a lot while exploring. I had to rebuild loads of my stuff. So I upgraded this little engine room. I did build an endothermic pump to pump some lava downstairs and fill this lava drum. It still has some lava. I like it. It has a bit more than half of it. I built 2 magmatic dynamos. So actually, let's have a look. So magmatic dynamos are built like this. So they are part of the thermal extension. Or actually not just... Did I use Imbar? Yes, I did use Imbar for all of it. It's the energy cells that don't require, or some other gadget from thermal expansion. So yeah, loads of Invar to use. Invar is from Invar Blend. You smelt it, and Invar Blend comes from 2 iron and 1 ferrous, and you just put those together. Either the dusts, or I think... No, you can't. Maybe you can use... Yes, so you can use the alloy smelter and smelt together 1 ferrous ingot and 2 iron ingots to get 3 Invar. So I did those. So here's another energy cell that's actually full. And there's one more, I think, in here. Yes, which is empty. So let's switch it out. I was quite busy doing these off camera. Just didn't want to bore you guys. Plunk. And there we go. Let it fill up. Use some of our precious lava. Yeah, I did build a pulverizer. I'm not sure why, because the sag mill works fine. And I also needed this for the powered spawner. So yeah, some energy conduits. So loads of upgrades. Loads of upgrades, and then pressurized fluid conduits as well down there to fill the lava from the drum. So those are our upgrades. Let's see. So I use these drums, not the bedrocking drums. Wow, those can hold loads of stuff. So these are from extra utilities, obviously, and they are just built out of iron. Loads of iron to use. And I only built one because I don't really need more at this point. Also, energy cells. I used my leadstone ones. So I already had a leadstone one before. I think I showed it on camera. I don't know if I did. But that's pretty much just copper, a redstone conduit, and an energy frame for it. And when you have that, you can actually upgrade it to hardened energy cell. You just put it in there, put 4 invar ingots around it, and that's it. Or you build a hardened energy cell frame and then use copper. But I had some invar lying around from the previous recipe building the magmatic dynamos. So why not use that? So I did that, built 3 of these that I've been running back and forth and filling the thing up all the time. Do you have your box standard brewing stand and a nice Bibliocraft acacia table, which is just, I didn't want to put it on like smooth stone or something. It looks much nicer. Okay, what else did we do? Yeah, I'll show you guys I don't know if I did show the energy conduit one. I don't think I did. So let's look at the conduits. I'm not going to craft them because I have plenty of them in one of my chests, so it's fine for now. I built the box standards lowest output one, which is like 640 RF per tick, but that's plenty for us for now. Which you need conduit binders and conductive iron. Conductive iron is made in the alloy smelter with iron and redstone. Fairly simple, straightforward. And these ones are made from binder composites, smelting it, which is pretty much gravel, sand, and clay, and you get that. It's like grout, it's just a bit more convoluted to get it, but it's still fairly simple. And it's similar with the other conduits, like the fluid one, actually the pressurized one. It just requires fused quartz, which you just smelt quartz, and it's fairly simple. And you get it that way. And I also built these ones, insulated redstone conduits, to control the spawner, and that's redstone alloy, and you just smelt it with some silicon, and silicon you get it from rubber, and that's it. So I did that, built that monstrosity outside, and that's pretty much it. Oh, I'm hungry. Also, let's sleep over the night. Right, so what else did I do? I did visit the Spiritworld. And what you need to get to the Spiritworld is a brew of sleeping. But most of the time, if you would just drink it, you would more than likely get a nightmare. And your nightmare would just chase you around while you run around. But it's useful to get to the Spiritworld because there are a few witchery ingredients which you can only get there. For example, wispy cotton or tormented cotton. So it's the same plant, it just depends if you are getting a good dream or a nightmare. If you are getting a nightmare, you get tormented cotton when you are harvesting wispy cotton. And if it is a nice dream, then you get wispy cotton. But you use both of them in this, the spinning wheel. As you can see, there's loads of disturbed cotton in there. And you need some other stuff to get the tormented thread. which you can use to make the Dreamweaver of Nightmares. Or Dreamcatcher. No, Dreamweaver, that's it. So that's what you need, which you need the Tormented Twine for, which you get from Disturbed Cotton in a spinning wheel with some string, and Reek of Misfortune. And Reek of Misfortune is all those saplings in the Witch's Oven. That's the side thing, that's the fume you get there. And what this does is, if you have it near when you are using the Brew of Sleeping, then it gives you a 50%, I think, chance to get a nice dream instead of a nightmare, which is quite good. Also, I moved all the Botania stuff here and built an Ender Flame. But anyway, let's talk about Witchery, because this episode is more about Witchery. So, to get the Brew of Sleeping, which is this, so brews. So the Brew of Sleeping, you get it in a kettle, you can't make it in the cauldron. I tried to make it in the cauldron, you can't. Or actually I couldn't. Well, I tried to make the Brew of Love, but I think all the brews you need to do in the kettle, so I built a kettle there. So a Brew of Sleeping requires purified milk and Whiff of Magic, and also a Brew of Love, cookie, icy needle, and water artichoke globe. So water artichoke globes you get from the water artichokes. Icy needles are a drop from the snowballs, or what's it? Yeah, the snowballs. So sometimes they drop it. Also, I've been running around and trying to find a jungle to get cocoa beans. I couldn't find any. So I had to use a recipe, and now we actually need to go back to Botania. In Botania, in this one, which has the, what's it called? No, what's it called? The alchemy catalyst under the mana pool. So I had to use that to get cocoa beans. And how you get it is just you throw in pumpkin seeds and it converts them to cocoa beans. But I did run around a lot, so as you can see, look. I did find loads of aura nodes and villages. It's quite good. Oh. Oh. It's probably somewhere downstairs. There's a huge ravine down there under the surface, which actually hinders the spawning of mobs up there, which is not great. So, I built this little shack, or stone house, that I want to use for going to the spirit world. So as you can see, I have a Dreamweaver of Nightmares here. And zombie. Shush. So there's a little Dreamweaver there. Don't know where he is. It's probably below us. Don't know why it's so loud. Anyway. So there's a 50% chance to get a nice dream instead of a nightmare. And what you need to know about the spirit world, that you need an icy needle to get out of there. If you, that's on will, or you need to die. That's how long you stay there. So you either die and you come back, or you use an icy needle and come back. Also, you won't take any of your equipment with you, which is a bummer. So you don't have any of your stuff that you have on yourself, like all these things. Like, I did actually make an Alamite Cleaver as well to get some mob heads. I've been hunting for Enderman heads, but it didn't drop yet. I did get loads of skeleton ones and whatnot. So I did build an Arthana and put a skeleton skull on there. So now I'll have loads of power in my altar. Which is good for all our Witchery stuff that we want to do. But anyway, so there are a few things that come back, like Wispy Cotton and Tormented Cotton is the ones that come back with you from the Spirit World, or the Brew of Flowing Spirit that comes back as well. But that's it. Nothing else comes back with you. So I actually have one more brew of sleeping with me, and then we'll make some more. Actually, let's make some more right now. So what we need to do is grab some water and put it into our kettle, right? But to make a brew of sleeping, which is this one, well, need to grab the cookies. We need a brew of love. We get actually 3 of it, which requires a poppy, golden carrot, whiff of magic, lily pads. Now those were a pain to find as well. Water artichokes and cocoa beans. So let's see if we can. So as you can see, I tried to make it and in the cauldron couldn't make it. So brews are made in a kettle. Right. So what do we need? We need a poppy. We need a water artichoke globe. We need a whiff of magic. A golden carrot. And okay, brew of love. Yes, a lily pad and cocoa bean. Lily pad and a cocoa bean. See, there we go. And all we need now is some bottles. And there we go. We have 4 more, so we had 1, we have 3 more, so that's 4 total. Now, to make the brew of sleeping, we need purified milk, whiff of magic, and we need the cookies. That's what we needed, cocoa beans as well, just to get the bloody cookies. I should have some cookies left. Yes. I'll take 1 because we don't need more. Yeah, as you can see, I've been running around in a nice dream, getting wispy cotton as much as I could. Right. So what we need is a bucket of water. Put it in the kettle. Right. And now we need purified milk and whiff of magic. We have plenty of those as well, so purified milk, whiff of magic, the cookie, we need an icy needle, yeah, and we need a brew of love. What else do we need? Do we need anything else? I think I put everything in, right? No? I don't know. Ooh. I put the icy needle in, I didn't put this in, did I? Yeah, that looks better. Yes. So there we go. So we should get brew of sleeping, and yay, we have 4 more. Now, far away from that Dreamweaver of Nightmares, also, if you are a multiplayer server, and put it above a bed, when people wake up sleeping in a bed, so someone's sleeping there, you put there, when he wakes up they will get nausea, which is not great, is it? But otherwise it helps with getting into the spirit world, and actually wispy cotton should help, so we might put that there as well. But now let's see if we get a nightmare, or we actually RNGesus will be good to us and we get a non-nightmare world. So let's drink up. No. Yep, we got a nightmare. Oh, and that's our nightmare chasing us right there. So that's our nightmare right there, and it's really hard to kill them. Oh, there he is. See, I have a crafting table somewhere here. So this whole area is exactly the same as the overworld. Yep. So here's the crafting table and the chest I put down. So it's exactly the same. It's just because it's not hollowed out now. We spawned on top. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's an island. Slime island. So yeah, this is what you get. With the nightmare. Where is he? Where is our nightmare? There he is. So, let's just run around and try to avoid it. And obviously all the mobs spawn and everything because it's nighttime and dark. So you get either constant darkness or constant daylight, which is quite cool. And as you can see, we have some icy needles, because those come with us from the overworld. And we can use that to get back, or we die. But now I used an icy needle, and that's how we just got back. And now let's try to get... Okay. And this is quite cool, the carpenter's pressure plate. Right, so we have 3 more tries to get a nice dream. So let's try it here. And look, no. For a minute I thought I would get a good dream. So let's try 2 more times. We have 2 more tries. Let's try it. Maybe we get lucky. Nope. One more. If we don't get it, we don't get it. It's fine. It's still bloody night time. Damn it. Oh well, so if we were to get a good dream, it would be noon, so the sun would be permanently up there, and it would be daytime, and we could just run around. Oh, Enderman, come here, Enderman. Where did you get? Come here. I want your head. Well, he was afraid. He saw our cleaver, which is quite nice. It has like sharpness, beheading, reinforce. It's quite nice. It's quite good. Looting 3, put loads of lapis on it. I've been mining a little bit. But anyway, this is just a quick introduction of dream or to dream weaving, and we will wrap it up here and see you next time. If you like this video, then press that like button. It would be awesome. It helps us a lot. Come on, zombies. Shush. Also, if you haven't done so already, subscribe, because then you will get a notification when a new video goes up. And also, it's free, so it will not cost you anything. And it's an awesome thing to do to support this channel. So anyway, until next time, bye-bye.